probably looking at this tier list and going, oh my god, Rowan, another tier list move, the fifth you've done in a row. And that's just because reviews. You saw how SpongeBob video did Clash Royale with Numberjacks. They're climbing as we speak. You know what? I guarantee they're getting views. It will get at least one more view between this video. And also, these are easy as shit to edit. I've just got Premiere Pro. That's right. We're on the creative cloud now, guys. So we're gonna go with our most controversial video. We're not really ranking them on anything in particular. We're ranking them on my personal opinions. So let's get straight in. Now we should probably start with obvious. S, S tier, A, B, C, D, and F. That makes sense, does it not? They've got the categories named after them. You think F would be F because if it was shit, it's shit. Name one use for F. If you can find one use for F that isn't saying fuck, I will give you £10 million to the person that comments 700 times. I leave the engagement. Alright, but now we've got that introduction out of the way, we're gonna go for real tier list. E. I would say E is an S tier. It's the most used letter in the English language, I think. Don't quote me on it. But a lot of the words have E. And I like it. I think I like it's cool. It's easy to do. Kind of looks like a 3 but backwards, and you know, 3 is a magic number. And 1, 2, 3. You can do a lot of things with 3. You can't do much with 2, you can't do much with 1. You can do too much with 4. You can do perfect amount with 3. Imagine going bowling. Whereas you do 2 fingers while bowling, you're gonna break your fingers. 4 fingers, where's the 4th finger gonna do? 3 fingers though. 1, 2, in the third, and you bowl, and you know, you get a strike every time. Trust me, next time, don't use both hands, don't hold it like a pregnant bird. You want to use 3 fingers, roll it through the hole. Anyways, G. You're probably thinking, oh, G, that's easy. It should be, you know, A, B, C. I'm gonna go with D. I think G is D tier. And you're probably wondering, Warren, I thought you liked G. You seem like one of those kind of people. And I do like G. Look, personally, I would say G would be up here in terms of how much I like it. However, G is a little useless. It's good for good. And games and gay. And you know, we support them. But you know, there's not much really else to G other than positivity. If you can't find a word where it's like you galumper. Imagine getting called a galumper or glopper. Glork, goon. And we put in C because goon, and goon is a funny word. Alright, I'll give you guys that. Goon is a funny word. Alright, on to H. I think we're gonna put H of G. It was always gonna go with G, not much on tier. Because ghost, ghoul, Gauss, Gary. So you need an H in a lot of words with G. I know I can only think of ghoul is a fun word to say. Ghoul, ghoulish. Alright, now we've got a lowercase I. I'm not gonna mask. I think I is A tier. Because I personally, O and U will also be A or S tier. It's not quite S tier. A I say would be S tier, but A is obviously, you know, A needs to go in A. But I is alright. You know, a lot of words use it, but not as many as E or A or O, I'd say. But now that I think about it, that has got a cool thing, and I think it's called a tittle. Rowan, you in post, can you fact check that? If it isn't, put a big X and go, J. I don't know, I feel like J, it's like I, but it's slightly worse. And also BJ is funny, isn't it? See, BJ, such a good birthday. Honestly, guys, I've never said more true things in my life, I can't lie. Then we got K. I think K is in C tier because you can't do much with K. It's usually, it's not great with its independence. It's always with a C, it's always with an N, it's always with a H or something else, you know. It is also a silent a lot, but you know, when it's not silent, which is why it's not in, if it was just silent regularly, be in D. But when it's not silent, you know, it adds a bit of a kick, you know, you can hear a k, or like kill, or kiss, that kind of thing. There's extra emphasis into the letter, and therefore I think it's deserving of C. So, you know, we don't want to punish it with D tier, but we're not going to be too generous, are we? L. Another J situation. It's kind of just IJL. They're like the trio. They're great guys to hang out with. You go grab a drink with them. Sure, they're wonderful. However, they're, you know, I's a Val. He's got a bit more. He's got a higher paying job, 70k a year. These guys are on 30, 40. J will be on 30. L will be on 40. L's got a bit more usage. It's used to end words in the start. Well, it's never really in the middle. I don't know any words that have L in the middle. But, you know, other than download. But who fuck's saying download? Close this website. However, my point stands. L, it's good, but it's not used enough considered compared to I. But it's not quite as useless as H or G or K. Alright, we got M. I am a firm believer of active M. And you're probably thinking, Ron, fuck you. You're probably thinking, Ron, what are you saying? I thought you would love M. But there's not really much to M other than much money, men, moolah, mog. That's all words like I think of a start then. I'm looking around my room. I've got milk, mini rolls. That's a microphone. That's what I'm speaking into a microphone. Other than that, there's not really much to it. Yeah. So, yeah, F to N, A to, and you'll see why. I don't really need to explain it. It's just great. You know, and you can say some good things of N. For us, how bad this looks. We'll sort that out in a minute. That's fine. Alright, got O. Now, you're probably thinking, what are you doing? Why are you putting that? Well, you said. I had to keep A in A tier. However, I think having my name spelled out in the tier list, it adds a bit of, you know, emphasis to how I feel about these letters. And how I think all letters should be equal, yet they are not. Therefore, I'm putting P in S. Because I like P. Because P makes all the funny words. That's literally the only reason. P makes funny words. Like P, penis, potato, fuck knows, paraphernalia, paraplegic, Paralympics, Porky the Pig. That's about it. However, but those are quite funny words. You go, chuckles. That one's not saying. But you know, it makes funny words, and we like funny words, aren't it? Q. Fucking useless. Q only goes with you. And you know, we'll put you together because otherwise Q's just fair on its own. As much as I love you, you know, you are great. You are perfect. It's a bit of that. Q needs some company, you know. U's only there because he has to. We all know how chill you is. He's like, oh my god, you. You see you at a party and you go, oh my god, you're finally here. And he's like, oh yeah. I'll go to dash you up. There's 2 fucking bottles of champagne. Sam's gonna go, yeah, let's get this party lit. And everyone was like, who the fuck you brought with you? And he goes, oh, that's my little brother Q. Had to bring him with me. Nobody wants Q there, but you can have him there. Nobody really wants Q there, but you know, he kind of has to be there. He can't really go anywhere without you. And even though you is like the chattest channel, he can't really, you know, have Q lead him because otherwise Q would be completely abandoned and still fucking useless. T. I think T is S tier. I mean, there's a lot you can do with T. Hell, this video is literally a tier list. And I think T is quite powerful in the same sense that K is. However, T is used a lot more, like television or tear or time. It's like the K or the T. You hear them quite a lot harder, and there's a lot more emphasis into everything that's said with them. Tick, tock, Twitter, tanks, Tommy, Tommy Fury, Tyson, Tyson Fury, Tam, I got you, Tangerine. I'm running out of time to talk to 10 telepathically till they tinkle. Also, on the context of they, that is one of the best parts about T. Is whenever it wants, it can go to a fucking V. V is completely useless because you just go then, they, think. Actually, F is, F is, well, it's already an F. But F, V are completely useless thanks to T and H. H, you're getting bumped up. Fuck it. H, you're going to A. H is an A tier simply because it works so well with T. Replaces two other letters, it gets bumped up 2 tiers. I think that's fair. W, the fuck uses W? Willie. I'll get back. Willie's quite funny. X. Realistically, X. It's only the only reason it's not F2 is because it's good. When you find a word that uses, you sound proper smart. You're like, oh yes, so what are you doing today? Oh, I'm getting an X-ray while I play my xylophone. You sound proper fucking fancy. And I think we use these words to sound fancy, and I think it's completely reasonable. We've got Y. Y is like X, but you don't sound fancy using it. Oh, what are you going to say? I'm going to meet a young child. Nobody wants to hear Y. Z. B. I don't have a good reason, but I like zebras. That's about it. Thank you for watching this video. Sorry if this took fucking ages. I don't know how to use Premiere Pro. Shit looks like, 2005 if I was alive in 2005, I know, I'm not alive in 2005. Always old people in the comments. Oh my god. He was alive in 2005. Alright, cool, you shut up, calm down, that kind of thing. So, I think that's it. This is the definitive tier list for the alphabet. Set Roan he butchika chika suka chika butchika for the good of it.